Struggling to take a European province while chasing the Sunset Invasion achievement? Or maybe Stalin just won't stop ice-picking Trotsky, blocking you at getting new home of the revolution. If that sounds familiar, you're in the right place. In this video, I'll walk you through on how to earn both of these tricky achievements with minimal pain in one game. For technology, here's what you absolutely need, and here's what else research I did by the time I did my first war. Start by building military factories. We're gonna need a lot of guns, and really only build guns, convoys for now. While we have the civilian economy debuffs, now is a good time to build an intelligence agency. Here's all the upgrades I got. Because the Soviets are going to attempt to kill Trotsky to death, get every passive defense upgrade, as well as interrogation techniques. These should help you catch Soviet spies, because we're going to need some good Marines for early game. It's a good idea to exercise your Navy for Navy XP. Also, getting naval reform when you have 35 Navy XP is great for even faster XP generation. Here's the first 4 focuses I did. Arresting General Cedillo will remove the Cedillo tensions and will stop one of 3 potential civil wars that you can have. Anytime you get an event where you have the choice to strengthen the church or weaken it, strengthen it. We want to prevent an atheist state, which will cause a civil war with the Catholics. Going down the left path will put us at risk of the civil war. We do not ever want to go atheist state or Catholic state unless we have the stability to support it. If you get a spy without the trait you want, such as a seducer, hire a spy, wait till you can hire another spy, hire your second spy, then delete that first spy. This will give you a new option for a spy. I put my first spy on Portugal and my second one on Spain. Here are the next focuses I did while waiting for Trotsky to arrive. He will arrive in November of 1936, and once he does, we'll invite him to join the government and then hire him as the chief of our army. If you research armored trains and then see civilian trains, you'll receive 15 armored trains instead of those civilian trains. Do this once or twice to ensure your logi will hold up. The oil workers strike gives you 2 options. You lose some stability or a ton of political power. Take the hit to stability, we need that political power. I like to split my army into 2. With 11 and 10 units respectively. After doing the red shirts focus, do the focus anti-disestablishmentarianism. This will allow you to transfer land to the church to raise their loyalty a level, allowing you to prevent Catholic revolt. When your spies reach 80% or more for their spy web, put them on a silent spy web to prevent them from being caught. Doing revolutionary class war will lower the amount of time that generating war goals take. After doing the Spanish Civil War refugees and supporting Spain's loyalists, you should have enough communist support. We need 40% to do the communist revolution. Let's go partial MOB so we can make factories faster. And after that, use your PP for whatever you want, though it is a great idea to keep a surplus of 75 PP to transfer land to the church to prevent that civil war. These are the templates I will be using for the next few years. I switched my entire army over to these templates using max Marines. Make sure you exercise those troops. At this point, do any focus you want except the oil field expansion and Bolivarian alliance. We'll do those later. Now here's where things get fun. Let's justify a war goal on Republican Spain. Declare war when the justification is done and ask Nationalist Spain for land access. They will only give this to you if you're fighting on the same side in a war. Spain needs to be in a civil war by the time you declare war on Republican Spain. Bringing your entire army over to Spain, we will now be justifying a war goal on Portugal. Set up a naval invasion for Lower Portugal, giving each unit an individual naval invasion order to speed up the invasion preparation time. Marines on the port and main units on the wings. Bring your fleet over. Don't forget to stop them from exercising before the war and repair them first. Declare war on Portugal and launch that invasion. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you can't win this invasion, you will definitely not win the next war. Go for encirclements over mass pushes. A moderate level of micro will be needed here. After capitulating Portugal, annex the North State and puppet the rest. Take their fleet. Congratulations, you just gotten the Sunset Invasion achievement. Now we're going to justify a war goal on National Spain. I like to do it in the middle of the war with Portugal, but doing it right after the war is okay too. Put your troops in the annexed north, place your fleet on task force to cover these 2 sea zones, preventing a Spanish naval invasion from your back. Declare war on Spain before the war goal goes away. If you can wait for the Spanish Civil War to end, that's preferable. But yeah, it's okay if you declare war during the Civil War. Just beat both sides. Do not call Portugal in. You want to keep a small border with Spain to make things a little easier on you. Now, this war will be harder, so don't just push. You won't win if you do. Encircle and take out their units one by one. There's no timer on this war, so take it easy and take it slow. Once you kill enough units, you'll see massive holes in their front lines. Use these holes to rush victory points. Again, no time limit, so take it easy. Try to win before World War II though, so you can go after Central America. If you don't beat Spain by then, the small states of Central America will join the Allies or become guaranteed. You don't need Central America, so if you aren't fast enough, that's okay. After capping Spain, puppet them. Take factory and resource rights as well as their fleet. I also like to give Portugal its land back after this war. Optional. Now we'll do the Bolivarian alliance, rushing to march southwards. You should have this focus done by the time Poland falls. Sometimes the UK will guarantee a nation, and in my experience El Salvador will join Japan's faction. So be careful if you choose to be taking these states. It can be worth it because taking these states will let you core them, giving you more factories and a little bit more manpower. Again, this is optional. Doing the Ejido worker militias will raise your recruitable population by 2%. I recommend doing this focus before we go after the Soviets. Also, yeah, get Logi Company. We'll be needing them for when we push deep into the Soviet Union. And when you get the chance, switch the service by requirement to raise your recruitable population again. Using your Spanish and Portuguese puppets, make puppet divisions to help bolster your army. After Germany is close to Moscow but hasn't either taken it or has just very recently taken it, do the focus smash the bureaucrats to gain a war goal on the Soviets. Upon declaring war on the USSR, the Germans should invite you to the Axis. Join, but do not join their wars. We do not want to deal with the Allies. If they don't invite you, ask every single member of the Axis for land access. This is the divisions that I'm using to fight the Soviets. You really can just field marshal this. And some micro to make sure you take the cities and supply depots. Don't push in the winter though, because the debuffs aren't worth it. Only summer and spring and early fall. You really don't need much war participation, but aim for at least 5%. The Soviets should cap fast. I like to puppet them in Moscow for some really nice border gore. But yeah, it doesn't matter. The Axis do not puppet, they annex, so the puppets should be the original USSR tag. Only go for one state to make sure you have enough points to win any contesting bids. After the peace deal, you should have the achievement. If you don't, check and make sure you're the only one with a Russian puppet. If your puppet has Stalin as the leader, you've done it. At this point, if you'd like to go after the US and the Allies to get the achievement, Revenge of Montezuma, you can, but be aware, this will also probably turn into a world conquest. Instead, I recommend you go democratic, take Central America, and guarantee the Netherlands. Once World War II kicks off, join the war, but don't join the Allies just yet. Do the focus, rescind the Mexican secession. This will give you a war goal on the US. And with the game paused, declare war on the US and join the Allies. The British should send you invites constantly to join the Allies, or you can just join in. Call everyone in, and there you go. Easy as that.